Hey people, it is 2:54 p.m. Wednesday, April 6th, 2022, and it is Paul Wilson Lindner Jr., aka Positive Paul on social media, the fairy tale land known as social media. And I was able to get hold of a phone to make this video because my other phone has no space on it anymore. And this all relates to these flyovers that occur now in its seventh year. And the reason why it's occurring around me is all due to my MK Ultra involvement, satanic ritual abuse, and these implants that are in me from head to toe and are slowly killing me, and I cannot get help. The so-called American Nazi Satanist government with all their institutions, judicial, legal, medical, are all in cahoots on covering up my issues. And if I'm the crazy one, well, I tell you, I must be crazy just for even being alive right now, because everything they've tried doesn't seem to work. The only thing that does work for them is censoring me on the internet, because I am the only one that can explain exactly why these flyovers are occurring and why what you call UFOs or aliens are always hanging around me with these flyovers. See, everybody else, what we've learned is that when I got involved with the so-called phony targeted individual community, which was only one aspect of the damage control program concerning satanic ritual abuse survivors, specifically in my age group, that they weren't going to kill off all these individuals. Now, look, I can hear the plane coming over right now, but we're not going to stop. So they had to come up with an ingenious way of mitigating the people that were going to try to adversely speak out against these Satanists. And one way of doing that was creating social media. Initially, YouTube, Facebook. And yes, innocently enough, you can go on there and it's great to communicate with people that are thousands of miles away, family members, friends you don't get to see very often. Not quite. I'll be back. So what they did from its inception, the focus was on the group before me. They sidetracked 2 generations with this MK Ultra. The generation before me and then my generation. Now, we know MK Ultra, supposedly thanks to the Canadians, started to collapse and be exposed around 72. At that point, I would have been fully immersed with this trauma-based mind control crap. And that's when I have a couple pictures of me, which there's essentially no pictures. Look, they're trying to wipe out my existence. And my family's abandoned me. They don't even want to talk to me. For them, there's no implants in me. There are no Satanists. There's no MK Ultra. And people I was in the Marine Corps with, the same thing. They totally have ignored me. At first, they tried to sidetrack me back in 2016 with these asshole Marine buddies of mine on Facebook. And they were mocking me. They haven't even, none of them, not a single one, had some type of spiritual awakening. They're fully immersed in this whole Babylonian satanic usury system of servitude. And how can this be? So one of the ways that they mitigate my testimony and others back then is they started social media, because they knew people were going to try to use these platforms to speak out and just defend themselves, try to protect themselves. Because look, many good men and women tried to speak up, but they're long gone, folks. When you look at who are the targets, all right, satanic ritual abuse survivors, MK Ultra survivors at the top of the list in my age group. But there's no more males left. you have frauds that pretend, but they got their stories. Nothing adds up. It's all females that I've been surrounded by, and I don't get that. So who's number two? The military, the good young men and women that volunteered and were exposed to technology, exposed to atrocities, exposed to the higher up Satanist that you look, you rub someone the wrong way, boy, they can make your life a living hell. We know that. So who's number three? Well, the whistleblowers, folks. But these whistleblowers, everyone you see that gets attention on social media has a bookcase behind them. They're in big houses. They're in homes. Their bank accounts are still intact. And none of them can show you anything like I've been showing you now in its 7th year. So the targeting, what a sham, these frauds. And I am definitely winding down on YouTube. Because it just is not worth it. I'm a done deal. I'm out of gas. I need financial help. And none of you out there, if there were someone that could really help me, they will never, ever even figure out who I am. Now, a couple of you, I'll say 2 individuals, they're both female, have appeared to help me in the form of gift cards. But it's to the point now where my son's mom has been brainwashed by my parents, by other people getting in her ear to get me out on the street because I have not one red penny, not one red peso. And what happens is these Mexican people that tried to help me and were listening, they can only take so much. They've been poor, tired, hungry, in some cases uneducated, so these Satanists mean nothing. What are you talking about? Satanic ritual abuse? What? Implants? What the hell is that? They don't know. And so what happens is you wear people down and they gotta move on with their life. And so it's worked wonders. The ones that, they're vulnerable. Some of them become these community watch types. But also remember, the American Nazis control the cartel, and these people all been hiding in their houses their whole life, pretending that, yes, okay, well, we know what's going on outside, but they would never dare call an authority and say, hey, look, this is what's going on down the street. This is what I saw the other day, because they know what will happen. They'll end up 6 feet under. But they'll gladly take money off the American gringo, blood money. And hold on, please. So my situation now in Mexico is becoming dire because, look, these people they think an American, it's a joke, all right? You deserve what you got, probably. I would, it's clear because with the community watch now, which is all based off of me, one individual, you should see these people. They run inside their houses. They won't even dare face me. They just want their money. So the point is I've been trying to witness now in my 7th year about my situation. The United States are complicit medical system, meaning the VA. When I went up there to try to get help, they tried to cover things up, make me look like I'm the crazy one. And then with the judicial and legal system, I tried to get disability, and they doctor up all this stuff to make me look bad. But here I am, I'm still hanging around. If they took me back into court, I got enough evidence by sheer preponderance that these people were up to no good. In the VA, I was able to get amendments done to my progress notes because they were trying to make me look like this drug addict and stuff. And what happens with these dopey comment perps too? I know who's playing games with me. They think they're slick. All right, I see this stuff and it's like, man, it's like looking at the aurora borealis. You can't miss it. You cannot, it's in your face on who is up to no good, who is the lazy lying lizard. So let's slow down because I'm pretty worked up. And this is another reason why I really can't do these videos anymore because I get too wound up. Because obviously, none of you are in the position I'm in. You Americans, look, you Benedict Arnolds, you're on life support, all of you. Because what I see on social media, people that are pretending to be do-gooders, but yet they still get to continue on with work, paychecks, going out on the weekends, all right? See, once that's all taken away from you, then maybe the ones that are human, the ones that are actually human will figure out that they've been lied to. Because at this point, when you talk about younger people, it's a done deal, all right? And that's why you have these false flags. There are no more satanic ritual sacrifices. You need a human, a real human connected to the Abrahamic blood link, not some baby hybrid freak reptoid. That's not going to cut the mustard for Satan. All right. He's whittled this down to 144,000. And the rest of you are, I guess, dopey, clueless Gentiles. Some of you've had an awakening. But again, you're so scared you wouldn't even dare try to, I guess, help someone like me. You know, if you're sitting there with tens of thousands, hundreds of thousands of dollars in the bank, it wouldn't kill you to try to somehow get me a couple $100 down here and to keep me going. And what that will do is I will stay on social media just to prove that I am who I say I am. And now I will, if I have support, I will do that. But at this point, I don't need to. I have all the evidence I need. So what they're going to do is continue to keep me in poverty, keep me destitute, and get me on the street, which when that day comes, I'll be happy, because then I know the end will be near for the rest of you too. So YouTube, they were put into place with Facebook to essentially, let's just say, keep track of everybody, all right? Because it's impossible. For those of you who think there's some supercomputer out there that, that artificial intelligence that can big brother all of us, they've been working on it. And yes, they have something, but there's flaws, there's glitches, there's nothing 100% in this world. Get that straight. These Satanists aren't that smart. But the thing of it is, with the flyovers. Now, I'm going to just try to cut to the chase because I'm getting off track because I'm wound up. This video, watch the 41-second mark video, all right? At the 41-second mark, the UFO comes buzzing down. Now, this was on a day when multiple flyovers, all right? So what we're going to look at is right here. You can see this right here. That's what YouTube scrubbed out of this video. Now, this was on March 24th at 5:53 p.m. at the 41-second mark. Right here, you can see the blue underbelly American Nazi reptoid perp plane, which obviously that doesn't look like a plane. But if you watch the whole video, you see that, yes, there was a plane. And at the 41-second mark, this thing comes zipping down. Now, what I want to do is, we're going to first, let's do this. Okay, I was able, just make sure, March 24th, 5:53 p.m. I was able to chop out the piece of the video and do this real quick. Blue underbelly American Nazi reptoid perp plane. Okay. Watch right here, people. Let's just play it again because it's so quick. It's moving so quick. Underbelly, American. Right when I say the word under. See it? See it right there? Okay. Now, YouTube has done this before, but what it is with these... All right, I'm not going to say that because this is what I will say. That these things are moving so quick. They come in from another dimension, and sometimes they're just minuscule. So unless you truly examine this footage for all you assholes out there over the years that have been mocking me and the ones that are trying to pretend you get flyovers, but you can't explain anything of why they would be occurring. You just say, it's a targeting program, the mysterious targeting program. And there was an alien insectoid right there too. Watch this. Look, right? Let's see if I can get him. Yeah, it's hard. Little black thing right above the fence. Nope. All right. So the point is... these American Nazis are stubborn as that burro. Okay. So the point is, what I'm trying to do is, this is the video. Now watch this. We're going to go... We're going to go... Jump online, okay? Now watch, look, I reported that my internet was down for over a week, over a month ago, because they were wigging out from my videos. And then finally the account holder kept complaining, and finally someone came out, but look at the router that they gave me, or gave us. You see that? Okay, now we're online right now. Let's go to YouTube. Okay. Okay. Internet's working. All right. Now let's just do this. Let's real quick type in my name. See what happens. Okay. So here we go. There you go. Now this is interesting right here. This character that I let use some of my guitar ditties. This guy, Matt, he was a so-called targeted individual, one of Zeph Daniel and Tina Plackinger's lackeys, or a government stoolie. So this has been coming up now at the top of my searches. And he was first Matrix Adjustment 4 or something, and then Carolina Predator Catcher, and now he changed his name again. That's what these frauds do. Let's go to this guy's channel. Okay, there he is. Okay, so let's see. He's not even really making. This is the best he can do. He's not even really making videos anymore because I called him out. Look at that. Let's go look at some of his videos. This guy. Okay, there's his first video 2 years ago. The return of the targeted individuals.
It's the return of the targeted. Got broken hearts as a thought of it. I had to suffer through all of it. Can't figure out how it started it.
Wow.
Son, where'd you...
Almost. I'm coming. So yeah, look, I'm gonna, don't worry, I'm not done with this yet. So what we're gonna do, folks, is go back to my channel. All right. Let's go back to my channel. There's my channel. I had 313 subscribers because someone, middleman, subscribed to me yesterday or day before, and now they keep knocking them back, folks. Let's go look at my videos. So what they do with me is, I started this in the end of 2016. What they did is they took these videos, the first few videos, and they removed a bunch of them back then, but they're all showing I posted this on like May 21st, 2017. So, right there is a clue that YouTube has always been up to no good. But let's go back to the case in point. Okay, the 41-second mark video. Let's click this on.
Hey, people. I had to jump over on the other side.
Okay.
This burro, who I've encountered before.
Now watch. This is the YouTube video and they scrubbed it.
And I made sure I stayed clear. But look at these assholes, man. They're still buzzing around. I can hear them. Oh, coming right overhead. See that, folks? They can be quiet. They can be loud. Typical. Example, again, on Friday still. Blue underbelly American Nazi reptoid purple.
Okay, Where's the UFO, folks?
Example again on Friday still. Blue underbelly, American Nazi reptoid
Do you
perplant.
see how they scrubbed that out? Now, let's go look at the original video, folks. Why don't we do that, if that's okay? Let's see. Okay. Here's the original video. March 24th, 5:53.
Who I've encountered before, he can get pretty nasty. And I made sure I stayed clear. But look at these assholes, man. They're still buzzing around. I can hear them.
Okay.
Oh, coming right overhead. See that, folks? They can be quiet. They can be loud. Typical. Example, again, on Friday still. Blue underbelly, American
Oh,
Nazi reptoid.
what was that, folks? What was that? How corrupt is YouTube? How corrupt is social media? How corrupt are these American Nazi Satanists that they thought that they could kill off all these satanic ritual abuse survivors? These children will be redeemed. I pray the God of Abraham, Isaac, and Jacob will soon destroy all this Mickey Mouse, Hollywood, hybrid, hack, freak show, these Frankensteins, these children that never had a chance to have a life, never had a chance to pay homage to their heavenly creator because they were human beings. They would have been caring, loving human beings. But now you live in a world full of Frankensteins that have no emotions, no empathy, no compassion towards anything. All they know is that they're going to get hungry and they need their money. Well, folks, I'm sorry. I know I'm a killjoy, but if I'm going to leave the comment section open, if anybody has a heart and can help me out and find a way to get me some cash, I've never once asked for anything on YouTube. And I've watched these frauds that collect money left and right, and they're phonies. And these people give them money, and they don't even realize that they've been totally conned. That's it, folks. So as you see, I once again, I don't know, what it's going to take, but I pray for you all. God bless the remaining humans out there. And God bless our Heavenly Father's Son, Yeshua, who will soon right the wrongs of the past.